It's just down and to your left.
And you tap with your right.
Look over to the side.
Where you can join and subscribe. This crypto rival, the really drives you out. Let's hit the like button now.
Got a two-tongue weight to my hairline, to my backbone, and it's dragging me around, but I don't listen. All your critics on red, mind your own business. That's right. Better run red lights. Now watch me fly. Devil to my right, we're going down. Hit the road, Jack, won't come back, no, you can sign me. Made a devil in my head, now here's to the cheaters. Hey, 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 all your critics on red, this one's on me. Those who survive know the one my time. Forth and back, just like that. What comes around goes around, my man. Say hey, hey, say hey, hey. Forth and back, and just like that, you're going down from heaven's gate. Down to the right, we're going down.
I've been pacing my paces, no kamikaze. I've been making my makers say what I'm offering. We've all had behaviors and they were troubling. Smoke way too much, I keep coughing. I pull out all the stops to make a profit. When I get down to the bottom, I need topping. Come here and ease my mind, be my clonopin. Let me chug this thing and be proud of it. I will carve it in and I'll make you feel like you're on the cloud. And you can't sit still when we on the floor. When I'm on them fours, when you use the force, there's no problem. I will carve it in and I'll make you feel like you're on the cloud. And you can't sit still when we on the floor. When I'm on them fours, when you use the force, there's no problem. Pull out the peas, fill me up like a Reese's. When I'm with you, I'm holier than Jesus. Religious freedom, paid leave to get on my knees and pray to you if you're cool with cosplaying teacher. I don't mean to come across facetious, but it's all a joke to me and it should be to all of these. Sometimes I think it's the only way to stay decent. When the wind blowing that way, we ought to raise the breezes. I will carve it in and I'll make you feel like you're on the cloud. And you can't sit still when we on the floor. When I'm on them fours, when you use the force, there's no problem. I will carve it in and I'll make you feel like you're on the cloud. And you can't sit still when we on the floor. When I'm on them fours, when you use the force, there's no problem. And I still got some fears. Oh, but you don't love me like I love you. And that always gets me down. I will carve it in and I'll make you feel like you on the cloud. And you can't sit still when we on the floor. When I'm on the force, when you use the force, there's no problem. I will carve it in and I'll make you feel like you on the cloud. And you can't sit still when we on the floor. When I'm on the force, when you use the force, there's no problem.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
I was found here. You come around here.
Finally ready to go. Let's see if this button works. Welcome everyone to Late Night, or Not So Late Tonight, Crypto Charts with Road Dogg. My name is Lane, and I am your host for this evening. So glad to have you here. What a wonderful, blessed day. Looking at the markets here today, some people are kind of scared. There's some thumbnails out there suggesting that we're coming down low, are we? I don't rightly know. Let's take a look at the charts and find out. Looks like I started out on the wrong chart tonight. Gosh darn it. Here we are checking out Bitcoin on the daily. Could be a double top scenario there. That's how they happen, getting caught up around the same area, 44,500-ish. Broke this trend line. I'm not too thrilled about that myself. I'm going to finagle this thing, finesse it just a little bit, caress it and sweet talk it and see what I can come up with. And gosh darn it, we did break that. So how far down can we come, ladies and gentlemen? Well, this trend line kind of intersects with this 50 moving average. So right off the bat, I'm looking at that area. I got some cool things to go over. I found a new AI coin that I stumbled onto. Someone else mentioned it and I did a little research on it, and gosh darn it, it's so hard to get into and everything, but I think it might be something interesting. We'll go over that. It takes a little work to find it though. Right now, I'm looking for my little price labels, which I can never seem to find. Where are you, price label? Where are you hiding out, baby? I need like a little quick path to get to you. Where are you, man? For real, price label. Price label is right here. So 50 moving average is coming in 40,227-ish in that area. All right, so here are some very interesting things I want to point out here. Not official yet that we're going down. I mean, I know we possibly got that double top, possibly do, but until this 9 moving average crosses that 21, not falling for it. Just ain't going to fall for it. Not going to do 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 it. Now, it is true that this 9 could curve down and cross over that 21, but it hasn't. It's still angling up. That's very weird, right? The 21 curve down. That's odd. Very odd. Not normal. Doesn't normally happen that way. Don't usually see it that way. Can't say that I like it. Ichimoku Cloud? It's not in that big formation saying, I'm ready to suck you into me and drag you down. That is not being said on this chart. So, have we got some trickiness up? I think we might have some trickiness in the marketplace, and I'm going to call it out. I am for sure that we can come down, but will we dip below this area, 40,000? It is right now is looking doubtful to me until I get across on that. And this is the daily chart, ladies and gentlemen. Now on the 4 hour, they've already crossed and they are on their way down, and they've been working through this Ichimoku cloud. This is what we do not want to see on the daily. This right here. This right here. Okay, look at the difference between this one and the daily. That would be, if we were going down big, that's what I would be expecting to see on the daily. Not there. And the fact that this daily 9 moving average is staying up there so hard. And the fact that we haven't dropped below that 9 on the 3-day. Baby, I think they just games at foot trying to scare you out of your Bitcoin. That's what I think. Now, I might be totally wrong. Maybe you need to get out of your Bitcoin. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to get out of my Bitcoin. There's no way in Hades. No, that money goes, that Bitcoin goes on the wallet and it stays there. Bitcoin is for saving and holding, especially during this type of the market, not for selling. Silly traders. Silly traders sell their Bitcoin. Look at this Ichimoku cloud on the 3-day. Now, how in the world is this looking so bearish? We're going down. I saw Crypto Savvy. Man, he's drooling at the prospects of this coming down. He's just all excited. He's just like, oh my gosh. Well, I hate for him to be disappointed, but, and he's got a good argument. Okay, I want to throw this argument out. I mean, what he's seeing, I mean, you can legitimately see this. If you want to go that way. If you want to see, for those of you who know about Elliott wave theory, I'm just going to kind of draw this out real quick. For those of you who don't worry about it. It's a 5-wave count from this high, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'll go with that. What comes after a 5th move, a 5th wave, whether you're going up or down, is an ABC correction, a 3 move. Well, this is his interpretation of the ABC correction. A, B, C. And he is saying, yes, we still have room that we could still come up here to a 618 Fibonacci. I agree. You can definitely get rejected at that 618 Fibonacci area right here, 48,452. I do agree with that. Totally. We probably will. I'm on board with you. I think we're probably going up 48 something and probably going to get rejected there. Very good shot of that. But does that mean we're going back to 10,000? Hell no, not in my personal opinion. Now, by his strategy, I understand where he's coming from. After you get your ABC, you would start a new impulse move in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down to, 0. Bitcoin's gonna die. We will keep those ideas on the back of our radars. But, gosh darn it. And I do this so much. I just draw this so much. And I keep erasing it. That's why I have to keep drawing it. Do you see this triangle pattern that I've got right here? Very similar to what we had 3 years ago. Was this an A, B, C correction? And what? What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that a 5? Is that an AB? Is that what? Was that an ABC? That could have been an ABC. It's not exactly the same, but we are doing a lot of the similar things here. Now, I'm not saying we're going straight up to the moon or anything like that, like we did over here, but it's very eerily how this has been playing out since basically before I even recognized it. But very similar patterns there. Crazy. It actually is like this, and we had a bear trap, and then sky's the limit. So we're kind of currently around this area over on, my comparison, if my idea is playing out, which so far it has. And until it changes, I'm still rolling with this, that this was institutional FOMO. This was when Michael Saylor came out and bought Bitcoin. This is when Tesla was announcing, hey, we're buying Bitcoin. This is when VCs and other big players are saying, oh crap, we got to get in. And then money came into Bitcoin and drove it up like crazy. The narrative is very similar now with the ETF stuff. So with ETF news, seeing us go down to $9,000, $10,000, back to $15,000 is hard for me to see right now. But we will keep our eyes open for that possibility. There is a valid argument for an ABC correction of that type, so we'll just watch it. We'll watch it. But am I going to go short Bitcoin? Hell no. All right. So Bitcoining, what are you doing on the shorter time frames? She was looking at coming down to test this 200 moving average, and by golly, I think that she will probably come down maybe just a little bit further. I'm just saying it because on the 4 hour, we're about to get some crosses that'll bring us under. The signs here on the 4 hour are saying, yeah, we got to come down just a little bit. So in these situations, I come over to some trend lines and then I start trying to look for support. And we've got a little support here right around 41,000. That's where this trend line, which could hold, would come into play. Let's see if it does. Should that break, well, we're coming down, baby. We would be coming down to the place that we just looked at a few moments ago, which I'm going to mark right here. On this daily chart, possibly to this 50 moving average, tested about 40,000, close to that. If we start getting into the cloud and everything, well, then kiss your portfolios goodbye, because everything's going to just bomb and go down to 37,900. And we're just going to be crying over spilt milk and saying, why didn't we listen to the bears? Why didn't I listen to you, crypto savvy? Oh, mercy, mercy. But it is concerning. We broke that trend line and we need to be careful. I'm just calling that out. Altcoins, baby. So last night when we were leaving the stream, we took one last look at altcoin total 3. It was up here with the possibility of going crazy, but we had this double bottom that I spelled out on UST dominance, saying the double bottoms, that's not going to happen. We're going to get rejected and come back down and hopefully bounce off that trend line, which luckily we did. We bounced off that trend line. So now we're about to head back up to retest that. In my personal opinion, figure out what's going on with Bitcoin dominance. It's still trying to figure out its double bottom scenario. Now it might suddenly go up. It might. It can. That's what double bottoms do. They kind of do that formation. If it does, we will see people coming out of altcoins and maybe get a little bit of a drop. I am really not concerned until we get below this, Where are we now? We're on the 4 hour, right? No, we've dropped a lot more than I anticipated. We're back to our little area that we've got to pay some attention to. This $404 or $505 billion area. That's kind of a big thing for us. We need to hold that. We don't want to come back down and retest this area, 485. That would suck. So altcoins feeling a little iffy. There might be some good deals out there. Any of those projects that you missed out on, you might be able to make a plan to get into those little guys. Let's come over and check out the chat. Make sure my microphone is working. Should that just fall back? Man, you guys are in my chat room. Wow. I got Strega, Crispy Chicken. How's it going, Chris? I see JN. Dog, can you look at Theta? I sure can, JN. Glad to have you guys here. Chef is in the house. Chef, All right, guys. And then JN has a question there, and I'll get to that. Let's go ahead and take a look at Theta. Theta is one that I've got a long-term bag of. I've had it for a while, and I've wrote it through drawdown and everything, just because I know what Theta can do. Is it going to perform as well this time as it did last time? Well, I don't know. I haven't heard much news come out of Theta. You know, sometimes token ideas and project ideas, they can get old and outdated and things like that, but I don't know. I'm going to keep my eye on that as the market moves on. But we got lots of upside for Theta. Glad to finally see you hitting around 137. Theta was down to about 60 cents, y'all. That was cheap. If you were looking to buy it, oh man, anywhere under here would have been good to start building up a bag on that. Theta can do some damage now. So Theta got all the way up, I think it's about $16, wasn't it? 14, 15, right through there. I'm going to go ahead and clear all this out. I got some old information here from last cycle. Just need to get rid of it all. So Theta. No need to change anything up. We've got to get past 421, man. So that is a very worthwhile target. And that's the point where I'll consider maybe moonbagging. Finally, after all this time, and it's been more than a year, my moonbag of Theta. Or moonbagging my Theta. So that price point is very important to me. So now, this is for longer term targets. This is not your short term trades or anything, but you know, we can easily see, I can definitely see it going back up to $10, no problem long term. So for long term investors in Theta, you know, some targets you got to look forward to. There will be more and higher ones. I can't not do it. I got to do it now since we're here. $19.99, 20. How would $20 Theta sound? $20 Theta sounds awesome to me. I like that. That's just a place where I see that it can go. So I'm going to quickly just draw out some of these little target guys. And we got that little guy there. Now let's come down to short term. That was the weekly chart, right? Daily chart's looking very juicy. It's riding above that 9 moving average, riding above the green cloud. Hey man, it is go time for this little guy. Had a little breakout, it seems. How can we that's interesting. Okay, I'm going to do this channel then. Okay, if we're doing channel, we are still in that channel. Lots of different ways that we can look at this. I'm getting some support and resistance areas just here. Just in case for pullbacks, that kind of thing. I like to use fibs, trend lines, to find my entries, to find places to pull where price will pull back to. 127 could come back in the picture. That's not too far from where we are now. Hopefully get a bounce there. That's what we need to see. See it come back into the pattern from this bear trap, and what I'm seeing here on the charts looks very good to me on the daily. So Theta looks like it's poised for some more upward action. It may stumble around with what it's got going on right now. There is a chance of rejection here. Let's see what we got. Right up here around $1.52. Let's keep that in mind as we hit that 127 area for this little leg. Also got this one up here at 204. That's the one I would be kind of targeting up for a decent little target where we will probably find a reversal right there. Should that area hit, I want to zoom out a little bit. Get a few other little areas here targeted. Okay, and this one that we've got right there that I just marked, it was a 1272. That one around $1.50, that we've got to get above it. So I'm going to take this off as a sell target. I mean, you can, but here's the deal. If we don't make it above it, we're going to range below it. So we need to get above it. A good buy point would be getting above 152. If we get above it, that might be your entry to be looking for some higher prices. And then, of course, if that's where you enter, I would be looking at this little guy for a target. 292 to sell. So I check these things on some different time frames to give me some areas that we definitely need to get above and get across. Okay. So I got a pullback area that if you're not in theta and looking to get into it, maybe around to 127 if we see that might be a nice little juicy area to look at getting in. There is some support resistance area that we're trying to flip right there in that juicy area. If we flip it, we got a good chance to get above 151. Must get above 151. That's my rule. If we don't get above it, we're going to be sitting here ranging backwards, and it's not going to be fun. If we get above it, this is going to get a lot fun pretty quick. So that's the main target that I'm looking for, to get up and above. And if we do that, you're looking for a quick out, $2. Looking to stay in for a while, right under $3, $2.92 makes a great juicy target there. Got some serious gains coming out of this, and just, well, let's say you FOMO in where you are right now. If you get it up here to the $2.04 area, it's about 50% gain. Make it up to my main target up here for a swing term trade. From where we are now, it's about 112%. I'm not saying FOMO in now. I'm saying get on the smaller time frames, wait for a pullback. Buy that dang pullback, probably about $1.27. See if it works for you, baby. If you're interested in theta. All right, now I may end up doing a video on this little guy. Gosh, I'm going to have to get into some detailed stuff if I go over this in there. I may wait. I don't know. If you guys want to see a new AI coin that, I mean, it's new, like a month old, on one exchange. It looks kind of interesting. They're doing something neat. It's a proof of work AI coin. And here's the deal. They're not, instead of like solving a computational problem like proof of work, they've got it where it trains AI. That's how it does the proof of work, by training AI models. It is cool. I think it is the way that this is going to go. I can't keep this a secret anymore. I've got to talk about it. This is a very small coin, very new one. There's another one that sounds a lot like it, so make sure you don't get them mixed up. And I'm not shilling this or anything. I just found about this today. It's called Cubic with a C. Cubic with a C is at 0.0000309. And you're like, yeah, let's go jump in on it. Yeah. This is the quandary right here, because it's only available on a place called SafeTrade and Trade Ogre. Now, I went to SafeTrade today. I set up an account there. I wasn't sure if I could or not. Pretty cool little exchange. Let me tell you about it. I do have a link in my description below. I did do that. Oh no, don't make me verify. I already did all this. Thank you. I did it. So, oh geez. If you do go down to the link, I put it up there pretty much for this is non-KYC spot trading. Non-KYC. You just need password, name. After you get on there, you hook up your auditor. You know, you do two-factor authentication, all that good stuff. Set it up. But if you're interested in going to SafeTrade, use my link. It could possibly help the channel out. I would very much appreciate it. If you're not interested in that kind of thing, well, just don't tell me about it. Just make me think you did it. I'll be good. We're all right. Where's my safe? Okay, so SafeTrade. Very interesting. So I went there. I tried to get the link from here. You can type it in though. SafeTrade. I did that wrong. SafeTrade, not tread. Pretty cool little exchange. I don't think I have it hooked up on this computer yet, do I? You're not making it easy to go there. You know that, right? I want a safe way to get there. I just like a safe way to get there. SafeTrade. Can we not just go there? Start trading. There we go. There's the way. Okay, so register now. It's kind of cool, man. I'm telling you. Listen, this is all you need. Email, password, confirm your password. If you got an invite code, such as the one in my description, you can type it in right there. I'm just saying. Submit. That's it. It was pretty cool. I'll dive more into that later, but that's the only place I've seen it, and I did. I've got some orders set over there. I got a nibble in and trying to get some lower orders, but it is almost at its bottom. That's the thing about it. So I just think it's interesting to bring up Qubit. Not Qubit, Cubic. All right, so here's what turned me onto it when I started digging into it. And now it's kind of weird. The wallet, you got to set up a wallet. It's weird, man. It's very different. So you do have to go to app Cubic LI. It's got a little link there, and it'll take you over to this guy. And you do have to do an email and password to do that. It's kind of weird, but once you do, let me see if I can sign in. Oh, they also got a guest thing. Maybe you can sign in as a guest. All right, that's kind of cool. We'll sign in as a guest and let you guys see what it looks like. But it's just kind of, this is the thing. You can set up nodes and all this, and it trains AI. It's got all the instructions there. It just looked really cool. Looked really cool to me. It's one I'm going to start looking into. I may even, check out the node things. I've been wanting to open a node anyway. Let's see if we can find a chart on here just so I can share that, and then we'll start moving to some other things. I believe we can probably can we get live data here? I mean, it has not been out very long at all. That's what the chart looks like. It's down at its bottom. Its all-time low was, its all-time high was a month ago, and it's down almost 60% from that. All-time high was 0.0000731. All-time low was 249, and we're sitting at 337 right now. So pretty juicy place, in my personal opinion, to get in. So I did, and then, like I said, I've got some more orders. See if I can get it cheaper to add to my bags there. Just a little risky degen trade that I stumbled onto, but I like the degen trade to actually do some stuff, and that was a use case. Yeah. AI and crypto, they can work like that. AI will be using crypto. That's the thing. All right, so I kind of touched on that. I may do a video and go over some of the deeper stuff, but that was just give you guys, the guys that come here and hang out with me, and give you guys, a little heads up there. All right. Jayan says, do you like this portfolio? Ethereum, good blue chip. Theta, I like Theta. Kusama's been rocking it. Yeah, Kusama's been looking awesome. LRC, Loop Ring, not one of my favorites, but it's not bad. It's not bad, and actually, it looks it's actually looking kind of promising. Loop Ring, it can be a little slow, but that was last cycle. I'm not really up to date what they've been doing in building and everything, but look, double bottom situation here. You can't go wrong with that, JN. If this one takes off, it's going to have a little struggle, but it's doing all the right things now. But Loop Ring, yeah, I think that's a good one to give you an idea of where, if I can get the right things up here. Come on now. And this is the weekly chart for Loop Ring. So Loop Ring got all the way up to what, $3 and something, almost $4, maybe more. I couldn't see it on my chart there. Loop Ring got up to 381, and it's trading at what, 30 cents right now? Which it trades at 30 cents for a while. It did it way back here too. I remember went all the way up to about almost $1, and then came back and traded. And it seemed, and this is a weekly chart, and it seemed like it's a while. So this is where I'm recalling my own experience with Loop Ring, and like, gosh. And I also remember selling out of it because I got so tired of it. And then, of course, what happens when you sell out of something, all of it? Well, it shoots off to the moon. Sure enough. I am not in Loop Ring at the moment. It's not a bad one at all. But she can seem like she just takes forever sometimes, like a lot of them, until they decide that they're going to pop off, and then they move like crazy, like that. So main area I'm looking for is about $1. Yeah, just call it $1. So that's a pretty good 3x from where we are now. And then from there, you're looking at 241, and then, you know, on up, Loopring could see $4, $5, $6 this run. So yeah, I think that's a good one. My main target to look for would be, what is this? 481. Now I think I don't want to get too bullish on this next cycle. A lot of people are already talking about it's going to be a totally different cycle. This one's going to be different. The 4-year cycle is going to be out of the way. We're going on a super cycle. Same crap that they started spouting off last time. And let me say this, you're not getting away from the 4-year cycle because it's a halvening and it cuts supply. It's always going to revolve around that halvening. Now, you may shrink your bear markets and you may extend your bull markets, but you're not getting away from that halvening or the 4-year cycle. Count on it. Dumbasses. My gosh. I'm sorry, I just see some of these influencers doing the same old tricks and stuff that they did last time, and this time, you know, after spending a little, you know, 4 years with them, you know, you kind of get a feel for them, and you kind of get a feel for it when even some of the ones I respected a lot before, that's changed. I'm like, you're really just a big dumbass, aren't you? I mean, it's horrible, man. I'm telling you. Some of the biggest ones on there spouting off stuff all about drama. Stay away from the drama, stay in the charts, stay with the money. Screw those guys and all their I'm telling you, and I told you, and I'm not. Don't give a crap. I like Loopring. Okay, JN, what else did you have there? You had mana? I like mana. I don't know how listen, the metaverse thing, I don't know honestly how well that stuff's going to do, honestly. It gets hyped, it gets a fad. Realistically, in my personal opinion, I think metaverse is way too early, all right? I mean, maybe 2 more cycles down the road, it may be its time. Maybe next cycle. Don't get offended. Doesn't mean that it's not going to work well. I'm just being practical. It's not up to speed yet. It's not up to par yet. We don't have the technology. We don't have what we need to make it really, really work to be awesome. And you just have to understand, crypto is hype. It is hype. Hype is what moves these markets. But if you get good projects with solid use cases that actually solve real world problems, rather than just creating some kind of little Ponzi or little, you know, scheme, those are the ones that in the long run are really, really going to make you the money. Now, you can get short-term gains on everything else, but give it, you know, from a year to 4 years and those projects are gone, dead, nobody's interested in them anymore. And that's just how it is. Mana, I mean, the chart's looking like it's got potential. The Web3 narrative will come back. It will get a run with AI and everything too. But like I said, it's got a lot of challenges and things on the way. Some real hurdles to overcome. I mean, even Zuck can't get his metaverse thing straightened out, right? But I'm in Sandbox, which is also a metaverse play. However, you know, knowing and my convictions or my thoughts on the metaverse, you know, I'm probably not going to be as gung-ho for, oh yeah, it's going to change the world. I'm going to, you know, I'll be looking at some Fibonacci areas like these 618s to think about, should I stay in this one? Do I have better opportunity? You know, I'll be reevaluating these positions that I have on some of these projects at these key areas, notably the 618 fibs here on the major moves. Just my plan. All right, so for mana, I do have a target there at $1. And I've also got this target right here. We got to get above this little guy. 84 cents, might have a struggle there. That was the last high, but that would be a double bottom, and then that could put us up to this area about 134. So it may be a little slow until one day, you know, the narrative comes in and somebody comes in and starts pumping those bags. The VCs come in and the market makers, and they're ready to drive the prices up. well, that's, you know, it'll go up. Jane says, I'm only buying with 2,000. You can do a lot with 2,000, Jan. That's a lot more than I started with. Roti. Oh, we got Lando. How's it going, Lando? How's that little one going? Jan says, I hope 25 theta this bull run. That would be great. Striga says, glad the holidays is over. Amen, brother. Amen. Oh my gosh. Woo. I'm surprised I still have hair. I don't know how my wife still has hair. She took the brunt of it. I got to give her that. But man, the holidays, they can just get more hectic and everything. All that rush at the last minute. And I feel you. One more year of relaxation. All right. Oh no, man, I didn't get you. I had to restart my computer before I came on, and it closed out my windows here on everything. So I don't have everything up, so I'm having to reload a lot of stuff here. All right. I was going to come on earlier about 8 o'clock and just have a trading stream. Folks that don't see all my trades over here, been doing them big Unix. So the big Unix account that I've got over here started out with $100. I've got it up to 1,000 now. Oddly enough, I have been. I suppose it reveals an over trading problem that I have, because when I'm on my phone with MEXC, where I trade a lot, especially on perps and stuff, I'm not having the same amount of luck over there. Okay, actually, I've kind of had a few losses today over there. However, I haven't had any losses over here, or very minimal. Still hanging over 1,000. So my game plan is, well, I'm doing well over here. We got over 1,000. I want to take this account because I think this is a great challenge. $100 to 10,000, or however high you can get it. Starting out small. I mean, that's how I play this game. That's my whole thing, because you learn the things when you're doing things small. So my whole spiel is $100 account, try to double it. See if you can do that a few times, see how high you can get it. Go from there, whether you're doing spot or on futures. You need to be going spot before you ever come to futures. But my whole thing is, since I've got this up, I'm not going to leave this in here. I'm going to take out, I think I got about, some of my money is tied up in trades. I want to take out at least $300 right now, put it over to the spot, and then over these next few weeks, as these prices come down on altcoins, I want to start trading spot and do that live here on the show and see just how far we can take this little account that started with $100 and see how far we can take it. That's a challenge for me. That's something I want to do. Show you that it can be done, and with small amounts of money, because nobody, all these YouTubers trading $20,000 trades, well, you know, I know if you got to be sitting out saying, who in the hell can sit out here and just trade $20,000 trades all the time? It's not realistic, because that's not you. You don't have a YouTube or a trading group that's bringing you in people giving you $100 a month, and you taking that and, you know, going and throwing out these big trades, making you look like the big baller. Yeah. Just know that your YouTube gurus most likely did not get to that level by trading. If they did, they would show it. They don't show it. Just know that. So I like doing this kind of thing because it shows you real world examples of, you know, what to expect, how things are going out. Man, when I was getting into crypto, I wouldn't put more than $500 in it. Then no way in hell. I didn't trust it that much. So what I want to do is move a little money from here and put it into the spot, and then start looking for some things to start trading. So that's what I'm going to start doing on the show a little bit more. And I hope that's a little cool. All right, guys, if you got any altcoins you want to take a look at, by all means, throw them in the chat. Let's take a look at them. Otherwise, you're going to look at the stuff that I'm looking at, and you may not be interested in it. And then again, there might be some that are ready to go off. And do I have my list with me today? bear with me and we will go over some hotties. So we're getting a little bit of a dump. It looks like a lot of red over here on the right side of my screen here. Meaning that our total 3 is having a little bit of a problem there. Should we check out total 3? Give us an idea what's really going on in this market. On the weekly, total 3 still looks beautiful to me. The weekly looks lovely. You know what we haven't done on this yet? We haven't done our overall analysis. Here's the deal, total 3. I'm moving this guy up to my 236 area at 481. From now on, that's the level I got to hold. We got to hold. Do not ever want to see us come below 481 or 480 billion. That is now the line in the sand. If we come below there, it's not good. But now, we can close a candle above that on the weekly. That would be very helpful. We close some on the daily above it. So we got some hope that will hold. And now we can start coming up to those higher Fibonacci areas. Man, to see $812 billion, to see this double, yeah, that's a possibility. However, just like with anything else, you play this with the fibs. Our next target we need to look at after we get past 525 billion would be 604. I think we're doing fine. It's just a little pullback, baby. Just a little pullback before the market gets back into the big swing of things. I know there's bearish divergence on every dang thing, but money is coming into this market, ladies and gentlemen. Money will be coming into this market. So 4 hours is saying that yes, you can expect a little bit of a pullback on these altcoins, but just keep in mind this little guy right here has got to stay. We're going to blow him up real big and purty. You got to hold in there, baby. Don't move. 481. Striga says math took off. I don't even know what math is. Let's get educated. This is math USDT on MEXC. It's on MEXC. Uh-oh, what was that? What was that? Oh, are you going to support resistance flip for us? Okay, we'll come back to the candle bodies. Oh, beautiful. Man. Hasn't touched, but that's really, really close there. Candle body to candle wick. I took this move here, kept that angle, and that's how it lined up. I think you got a good chance of holding. If you do fall, there's a good chance that maybe this 21 will hold. Let's mark those guys. And I'm here, what, on the 4-hour chart, right? 22 cents on math, but looking really for a bounce about 24.8 right through there. That's sweet. Now, what can you tell me? We got a 618. Oh, yeah. Okay, so if we get a bounce at this area, good, baby. It's good. You're looking at the 414 to come into play right here, about 50 cents. Try that again. Looking for the 414 to come into play right there, about 50 cents. That would be awesome. Let's do it. Let's make that little baby happen. That would be one of these guys. Takes you right there. See, you don't even have to do the measure move. I just go by the fib on that little 1-to-1 move. 50 cents. Get your 50 on. Get your 50 on. I like it, Striga. I don't know anything about it though. What's the deal with it? Chart looks good. Now, were you talking about that? Did I get the right one? Is it math chain? Striga says I'm down now because I'm too greedy. Greed will do it. My problem was I didn't identify greed. I had to kind of really lighten up my definition on greed. I'm thinking the greed's like, oh yes, I want it all. I want it all. I was sitting there thinking, man, I think we should still be going up. Everybody else seems to be making a lot more money. I'm not really up to that level yet. I think, yeah, I'm gonna stay in. Turns out that was greed. Go figure. When you say, look how much I made, look, that's when you should sell. Every time. This one's, oh neat, 200 million coins, 172 in circulation. Oh, good find, Strega. 46 million market cap. That one looks cool. All right, I like what I see. It's a good place to still get in. 315 was his all-time hole. We're 90% down. Hell yeah, this is a good place to get in. I think that's worthy of a trade setup, Strega. What do you do, Math Chain? Modular blockchain based on substrates. Secret store. You did what? Associated. This is all nerd talk, but it looks cool. Pokebop. Math secret store. I have no idea. Testnet metrics. Roadmap. Live roadmap. Holy crap. You kind of should update this, guys. I'm just saying. This was 20. Yeah. Well, how long have you guys? This has been around for a while. Okay. I'm still not clear on what they do though. Main math chain based on substrate. They don't just spell it out real nice and easy, do they? Oh, checking out their GitHub though. All right. So for a trade, I think this one looks good. For a project, I'm not seeing the signs that I would really like to see for it to give me lasting drive. I don't see anything going on over here on GitHub in the last couple of years. So my rule is that any coin that's really worth holding at least long time for an investment, they should have been working their ass off during this whole bear market on GitHub. That thing should be just, there should be pools, there should be builds, there should be all kinds of things popping off of here, even currently, for your major holds. So that one's kind of, but the trade, I like the trade. That trade's got you 100% right there. Getting up to that target, and then moonbag it and forget about it. So what you can do, baby. Got no risk in you. I like that though. I like the trade setup. It looks like it's getting ready to do something, and it can on the bigger time frames and everything. It's doing all the stuff. So definitely has some potential there. Remember, like I said earlier, we are a hype-driven market, and even projects that are dead or dying, not saying that this one is or anything, but they can still have a life in this market. And you just have to be aware of that so that, well, you don't get caught up with on the bad side of one. My fibs have, I don't know what happened to you guys. What happened? Why are you so huge? Why are you so huge all of a sudden, babies? All right, so now we had that measure moved there, but now my fibs are telling me that the real line it needs to get past is 46.2 cents right there. That's at 236, and it could be struggling in that area. All right, cool. Strike said I wanted to make more to put into math, and it went before I could get it back to 15 cents. We didn't. Oh, yeah, we did look in time frames. I think it's got a good chance to bounce there. Mom Crew raised close to over a million, and that's at 200K. Mog is a meme, right? Oh, she broke her trend line. That's nasty. All right, yeah, she's coming down. And she lost to 618. And my target's resting right here, support resistance flip, which is also the 786. Good chance that it may hit that secondary target that it could hit down to. Not saying it's going to, but it could. All right, so Mon got rejected here from a trend line. Lost the 618. It's under the 9 moving average. This is all in the 4 hour. It's currently sitting at 18,209. I think you could maybe worth looking at 13,232 and 10,147 in those areas. Might be some areas to look for a reversal. Of course, the could bounce off the 200, but looks like it may actually get crossed to the downside of it. Keep up with Omong there, but she had a nice run. Oh. I'm not getting anything on that. So I'm trying to paste in that contract on Dex tools. Or it's maybe, does it matter? Do I have to check the chain? It's a new chain they made. DF, not seeing it. Striker says his modest 100 US dollars is worth 39 US dollars. Sounds like my bonk money. Or my Analos. No, actually, I got in the got out of Analos. So I've taken some of my Solana and I put it over there and been messing around with the DeFi system. You know, I had a few bags there and decided to make some more and pool some things, and I'm not really seeing it take off at the moment because of all the Solana crap. Solana seems to be a big narrative, but I'm just waiting for the real projects to hit over there. Things that aren't just memes, or, I mean, what are the really awesome problem-solving projects over there is what I want to know. And I haven't come across them yet. Hive Mapper was one of them, but she's down. And I was liking that one, but my gosh. I mean, she had her run up in her hype at 22 cents. And she's down to about 13 now. And that's Honey. And then you got Anal OS or Analos, depending on how you did it. It's already back down to where it started. Will it go back up? That's the question. You know, if it did something, maybe. But if it's just a meme, I mean, it's... Memes are not my forte. But she has done an 886, man. Whew. You know what this means? We did the whole retracement all the way back down to the bottom there. All right. So, Anal OS, or you guys that got this, we're just trying to see if there's any hope for it at all. get some kind of targets here. And analysis, or whatever you want to call it, is at 5570. Fractions of a penny, 0.000557 is where we are now. It was up at 0.0021. It's dropped a lot. It has dropped a hell of a lot. And if you put $100 in at the top over there, well, you know, you've got around $25 left. Congratulations. And that's how easy it is to lose your money in crypto. Chasing the red candles and green candles and the hype. Because when everybody's talking about it, that's when people are selling. All right, bear with me, guys. Just a second to get a list up here. Oh, there was one I was definitely want to talk about tonight, and I did not write that one down. A lot of the ones that we looked at and that we charted earlier, they had popped off. They'd done well. We're checking out Ordi. I still think it's got another move up. If we are going by Elliott wave here, you know, we're on our 5th wave to the upside. Click on Mr. Elliott and see if he agrees with me. He has nothing to say to me at the moment. There we go. Well, he says we already got our 5. He counts kind of funny. On the daily here. This is what I am seeing. I am seeing a possible channel that we've got, or in this case, possibly a pennant that could give us a target up here to $118 out of ordinals. As long as it does not drop back into this pattern, we are good to go with that idea. If it falls back into this, well, then chances are we might be seeing $44 again or lower. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Ichimoku Cloud says, I got your back, baby. You're above the 9 moving average here on the 12 hour. I think we can try it. Let's try to move up to that $117, $118 area out of ordinals. 75% possible gains in there. Guys, you remember TRB? Jeez. Does it not ever stop? Does she not ever stop? Is she ever going to come back to $20 so I can buy back in? Jeez. Man, do I ever feel like an idiot for selling this thing at $23? Accidentally selling my whole bag, not realizing it until it was over. Not wanting to buy in because, gosh darn it, that's too much. I'm not paying $40 for TRB. No, not when I bought it at $8. No way. Son of a gun, if you ain't $186 right now, TRB. What the? Clearly, Road Dogg did not do enough of a deep dive to see how hot this little guy was going to go. My gosh. TRB Taylor just keeps knocking it out of the park. And even when it looks like it's all over and done with, she just comes out of nowhere. Now we might be leaving a possible channel here. That's interesting. That could get, if it does, it's struggling with getting past that area. But if it can and confirm that area, baby, you might be working on something big. Notice this bull trap that we had here got back in the pattern. What happens after that happens? It goes straight up to the top. Well, it pulled back to a trend line to confirm that, and then went straight up to the top of the channel. And we just now identified that channel by taking that angle and just raising it to the top. It's got a chance to go higher, but it's also got a chance to get rejected there. Gosh darn it. A little bit of bearish divergence saying, hey, she may be pulling back a little bit, come back and retest some of these areas here, about 146, 148. Are you going to buy any when it comes back there? Or is that too high? Because it was just at 186. It can go lower. She was $20. Oh, mercy. So kind of looking at this area as a possible place to think about getting back into Teller. Maybe. All I can do is trade it on perps and make money that way because, well, that bag is gone. Almost got more TRB, but I guess I like to struggle. Fetch AI is another one that I like. Now, I got into this at a really good price. I just did not buy enough. That bag has grown, and I did have to force myself to take a little bit of profits. I took something around 50 something. I feel like a dumbass now, but I would have felt like a big dumbass if it came back to 20 something cents and I hadn't took any. So I had to make myself take just a little bit. Now she's going back up. She comes back to 64.80. I'd like to buy, maybe add a little to my bag. I got this at 19 cents, so adding to my bag at the right pullbacks will not hurt me that bad, but gosh darn it. Should have bought a lot more. Say that all the time now. These coins are popping off really nice and good. And even though they're pulling back now, today, seeing a sea of red here, checking out all the crypto markets and everything. Man, there's some good deals out there, or possibly some good deals coming. All right, and this guy, TET, Tectum. Yeah. You remember that guy? Where are you on MEXC, baby? I just want spot. I just want spot. Can we get there? I'm going to go to Binance. I swear I will. I'm just going to go over. That's not it. All right, I'm going to Big Get. Tectum. $14.60. It ran up to $16.71 today, not long ago. Yeah, baby. She was down at $9.24 and $9.20s. I see her dipping down to $9. I put an order in and bought a little bit extra and add to my bag there. I like Tectum. This is one that I'm trying to build, nibble at a bigger bag when I can. Now she's facing a little rejection in this area. This trend line, she got rejected there, came back, did the double bottom, come back up, possible rejection there again. She's got to figure out a new trajectory, in my personal opinion, or bullishly break up above that and go absolutely ballistic crazy and maybe come up to $70 again. Do it. I double dog dare you to do that. I will have limit orders sitting there waiting for you, baby. But there is a good chance that she may get rejected right there. So a little tricky to read this one with that high wick there. So I'm going to go from this candle body here on the 12 hour, pull down to the bottom here, get my little targets that way and see where we are. We're above some good areas. We need to get above this $15 area and hold it. That's what I really got to see out of this little guy. Now, if I come down to the smaller time frames, how are they looking? They're starting to shape up a little bit. Bear in mind, there is always a chance to pull back to this trend line we broke out of. So any of these places through here might be a place to look at for possibly nibbling at some tectum before it, does reach some higher places. Just saying, but it doesn't look like it's in a shape to just really take off and blast off from here. Even given that double bottom scenario there, although there is a measured move from that, we should probably go ahead and get that. You break out from there, baby. You're coming up close to that 618 Fibonacci area, but so for tectum, I got about 1854 for an actual measured move there. So Linda, hey, welcome to the stream. Your TRB, my Moon River, sold most of my bag at 26 and you're ripped to 44. Yeah, I did not make that mistake on Moon River. Man, that was a good move too, though. That was man, I've been looking at Moon River saying, I'm really tired of holding this thing. I moved it off the exchanges of the wallet. Man, that move there was a pleasant surprise, man. All the way up to 44. I did not sell my bag. I took about 10% in profit, which I think moonbagged me because that thing, it went 4x over where I got in at, I believe. I can't remember where I got in at. I don't know. I've had this one since KuCoin. And it's one of the bags I thought, well, I've already built it. I'm going to hold this one because I think this one, Moon River's made some good targets before. Oh, where are you coming down to, Moon River? You're losing our two the best bounce areas we've already lost. So we're probably headed down to a 618 here. Hey, if you told at 26, you might have a chance to get back in at 20 or 25. All may not be lost there. That's the 50% retracement, $25. So that might work out. May not be bad. The steepest retracement would be down here. I don't see any signs saying. I seriously doubt. I'm not even going to put that one on there. So the moving averages after you lose the 21, and I'm on the 4-hour here. The next one we come down to is the 50. Now chances are they'll probably meet here around $20 at the 618. It's kind of what I'm looking for. So I do think that's a good area to maybe buy back in. Had a great run, and this one can do some serious damage. If I look at this on the bigger time frames, let's get rid of that Fibonacci retracement. Oh, I got to do a couple. Let me do a smaller one here first. Oh, nice. I'm rolling with this. So this is my 236 fib area here. So I don't want to see price get below there. That's kind of contradictory to what I just said to you for targets. But what is that? 29. It's 29. Ideally, I do not want to see this get below that. Does it mean that we won't? No, it doesn't mean that at all. It just means I don't want to see it get below that. It's better off if we can stay above it. But she's pulling it back right now. This is just a short-term time thing I'm looking at right now. Now for the overall move. That same area or that same line is going to be $129. Now, can you imagine $129 out of this guy? What your bags would look like when you sell it for 100. Why are these numbers? Oh, okay. I'm just wondering why they're not matching up. $333 coming into play. That's nice. The hopium target up here, which could be our higher high that we make for this run, $682. 207 is a nice little target to throw in there just because. So I think Moon River, if you can hold through the boring parts, and it's been hard, man, because she got down to $3. She got down cheap. She got down really cheap, but she can move. When the Polkadot ecosystem starts moving, yeah, this one can do some damage. Well, so Linda, I hope that if it comes down to these areas that you can get back in and get that bag built. I think it's a good bag to hold, and I do see us coming down. This would be the juiciest buy zone right here. If it happens, no guarantees that we will even go down there, but if so, I might be adding to my bag. Even though that's a lot more than I paid for it. This one can do some damage. Linda says she bought an average of $9. You're doing beautiful. You're doing awesome. So you basically moonbagged anyway, right? So you took if you sold 20 or $26, you did awesome. You can set that one aside and start a whole new moonbag. All right, so Tectum was, this is, yeah. Guys, you remember when I went over this guy called Ironfish? Craziest one ever, right? Yeah, she kind of popped off. She even went past my target. No, she's not at my target now. She showed it. She went past that one. I got a bigger target? I got a bigger target up there, it looks like. Ironfish. So I'm here on the 4 hour. Remember, she's getting ready to go parabolic, and yes, she is, maybe. She never did come back to my buy zone. Gosh darn it, I'm going to have to tighten up my game on that. We were looking at her as a possibility. That's where this came from. If she was in an ascending triangle and she lost it, or Bart Simpson down or whatever, and broke to the downside, we would be looking at these areas. She never got there. Decided to break up to the upside, which made me very happy. Because I got this guy back over here. Or mostly. So we started following this guy back over here, and she's just been doing awesome. Iron Fish, new little project out there. The Token Metrics really likes. It's on their. Ian Bellina did a video with about 15 coins that he thinks could, anywhere from 100 to 1,000x. Iron Fish was one of them. Ian Bellina's earned his stripes in this game. And even though I fully don't understand all of his metrics and his token metric stuff, it's worth paying attention to the ones that he has. So we charted all those coins and found some of the ones that looked like they were going to do good. This was one of them that looked like it was getting ready to take off, and by gosh, it did. Got all the way up to almost $4, 388. Currently sitting at 313. If you missed out on this and you want to get in on it before it's too late, is there a good place? I would say your best place is to target probably the 618 Fibonacci. But just know, after a breakout of this, it looks like that was the retest though. So it may not come back down to the 886 area at 229. That may be out of the picture. Might be a retest at 247, maybe. The 260 area right through there, maybe. But I think your best chance to actually get in is probably about 270, 277 right through there. And this little guy, I think, can do some serious damage. Iron. And this is Iron Fish is the name of it. Now I don't think I'm not seeing it here on CoinGecko. I have to go over to CoinMarketCap. Iron Fish. This one is still 52 million dollar market cap. Total supply 49.25 million. I don't see anything here for maximum supply. I don't know if that's just missing. I can't remember from looking at the things, but something to check in on there. Newer project, kind of cool. But on KuCoin, Gate.io, BingX, SafeTrade, MEXC, bunch of other places there too. All-time high for this guy was 363, and that was, I'm sorry, 764. That was 8 months ago. It's down 63% right now. All-time low 2 months ago was 56 cents. That was clearly the best time to get into it. It's a decentralized proof of work based, that's why I like it, proof of work, censorship resistant and publicly accessible blockchain product designed to support strong privacy and guarantees designed to support strong privacy guarantees on every transaction. So I liked it. I'm cool with it. Is it in profit? We're going to let this little baby ride. Grimmer says AGIX and Nexera, please. Nexera. She's been just going sideways lately, man. I've been trying to add a little to my bags as she dips down. Where do I want to chart this? I guess we'll go KuCoin. I think that's probably where I've charted it the most. And yeah. Let's see. Nice breakout. Did not hit that measure. How did I get a move that big on this chart? Where did that? Oh, I don't. That's not a measure move. That was that's just me. That's a trend line, silly. It went past the measure move area. So now we've just broken our trend line. Let's go to our most important one, the major trend line here. We have not broken that one. That's a good idea about where we'll probably come down to and retest these areas. And then we got sucks that you're going to get below that though. So what is that? Just under a dime, 0.099 cents possible. It looks like a head and shoulders pattern, possibly confirming here on the daily. Let's come down to a smaller time frame. Is it head and shoulders? It could be. It is not officially confirmed until this comes down a little bit more there. You got to have a solid neckline for these patterns. We just haven't. When we touch this white line, I'm going to blow it up really thick there. If we touch that, that would complete the pattern, and it actually would make a head and shoulders, and that would give us target down to possibly down to here. So that measure move comes in at 7.1 cents. It's doubtful that we make it all the way down there though. You're most likely to make it somewhere over to this area. About 9.3 cents. Let's check these trend lines now. So I went on a smaller time frame, make sure I got them lined up there nice. Okay, that alters. That one does come into play. Okay, I get some confluence for this trend line. Right here around this area may be what we see out of Nexera. If she comes down there, I'm definitely going to put some buys in. So I've got a bag of this guy, and I think she can do some damage. Ooh, you hit the 618. Don't see that too often. So also looking for this target at 22 cents if you're looking for some bigger targets. That's a 2618. Line these up just a little bit better here. 29.3, that's a 3618. I'm looking for this guy to start just making some waves up. That's what I'm actually looking for. I'm seeing Nexera do the little stair step up thing. Or maybe it will be more like come down here and then hopefully do something like that and get that 22-cent target out of the way. So I like Nexera. She's just, altcoins are going through a little bit of a pullback right now. I'm just glad we had the Christmas rally because I had every plan on taking some profits throughout that rally. That's what you should do on a Christmas rally. Take some profits. And what else were we looking at there? So Nexera, I just lost that. I don't see it anymore. Oh, and AGIX, right? AGIX is finally showing some strength, right? Thank gosh. So I'm on the weekly chart here. Come down to the daily, still looking good above the non-moving average, so I got nothing bad to say. Got the golden cross there. That's saying, hey man, better buy it the next chance you get. That trend line's holding very well, so until that trend line breaks, I am not scared. Still looking for 42 cents. When it gets up there, I think I might be taking a little bit of profit. I'm really looking for 66 cents or something like that. Oh, but we've already done this. So 71 cents would be that's a definitely good place to take some profit, because at the 172 area, once we get up to here to these fib levels, those are reversal areas, kind of like the 618s, can reverse, but these are, it's kind of like trends probably extended. This is, this time to reverse right here. So I think we still got a lot of ways to go. If we get a pullback, we're showing no signs of that coming yet, other than some bearish divergence that's forming as it may even go parabolic. Who knows? She's showing some wedgie signs there, like she might try to pull something off like that. Let's come down to the 4 hour, see how we're doing there. 4 hours not holding up as well, is it? Being under the 9, retesting this trend line down here, kind of in the middle of it right now. So okay, bouncing off the 50. Things are fine. It's just a little wishy-washy, but there's no cross of the 9 over the 21, although that could happen. Hope it doesn't. Hope we get a bounce off the 50 here and keep on going up. As long as we're just bouncing in this range, in my personal opinion, until this line actually gets just obliterated. Move it down to that wick there. The only warnings I have here is where we wicked below it before, kind of poked a hole into it, but I don't see that as being a serious sign right at the moment. I like AGIX. You need to keep going up, baby. What else have we got here that we can look at? AGIX. Why did I put you here? 25 cents. So looking for some support, resistance, flip areas, and right here is one of them. So 28 cents, that was a big thing. That needs to hold, period. And we're above the 382 right here. Nice. Is it safe to say we kind of flip that area? Maybe? Let's take it up to the top of the wicks there. I believe maybe we have. Awesome. I like that. So we're finding some support on the 50 moving average, and it's also on this key area right here. So cool. I think it's got a good chance to keep that as support. So I like them both. Strago said he's looking for that bonk bounce. Did we look at bonk? Probably should, because I ain't making no money off of it. Of course, I didn't get in early like Charging Crypto did. It's respecting that trend line so far. So far. Doesn't mean that it will continue to do it, because man, ooh, moving averages look rough, dude. That's a support resistance flip. It needs to. It really, really needs to hold this area. I mean, technically it could go down just a little bit further. Well, let's throw a fib on it. Oh, are you seriously at the 618 right now? All right, well that's cool. Why aren't you holding? You need to hold. You're on the 4 hour, man. You need to hold. You just got the crosses of the 9 and the, oh man, this part I don't like. So I'm not seeing this hold at all. I'm afraid we are going to see a 786, a possible 786 retracement on this one, or maybe an 886. All right, so I'm looking for, gosh darn it. Well, these will be some good targets to maybe add this to your bonk bag. I would put a measure move for this kind of pattern that we just broke down, but I don't want to freak everybody out. It's not, I seriously doubt that that would hit. So yeah, it's kind of in some dangerous territory right now for bonk. Everybody is selling out of bonk. Boy, that was a nice run though. Lambo money, yeah. I thought this little guy's been doing something. Pond. P-O-N-D over on, well, I'm on the Binance chart. She's still looking okay. Are you trying to double top for us here? There's some bearish divergence right there. But your cloud looks very good. Well, my deal with Pond, if you are in Pond, is, you know, as long as it respects this trend line and gets a bounce off of it, you're good. If you break that trend line, expect it to come down, and you'd probably be looking somewhere right in this area, about 1.2 cents for starters, and maybe lower. Especially this little area right here. So 12 cents, 11 cents if this trend line doesn't hold. If it does hold, well, we're looking at that measure move finally getting hit at 1.96 cents. That's actually what I'm going to lean for right there. Don't throw a measure move out there for nothing. And eventually come up to 2.9 cents, but Pond is looking pretty good at the moment. The daily is saying she does want to pull back, so just be careful trading that. Our MACD is a little bit confused here, although she is being bearish at the moment. So trend line right here is very, very important in my personal opinion about when to stay in or get out or take some profit. If it bleeds out, I'm not worried about it. Were we going to look at that? We were. I've seen this one coming up. I'm seeing more and more narrative about this one. HXD, but I'm not finding it yet. Well, I guess I'm still digging for that little guy. HXD. HXD. What are you? Honeyland. It's at 18 cents. I know nothing about this. I think it's a game and play. It's Solana, something with Jupiter. Something that is tied with Jupiter somehow. But I had it written on my list. I forgot where I picked that up. But today I saw Paul Barron mention something about this one too. So since it's on my list, I figured, hey, might want to take a look at it. Honeyland ecosystem of mobile games begins with Honeyland, will be followed by 8 more casual games with solo PvP and tournament play in 2023, all powered by a single deflationary token, HXD, Honeyland being the Tor token emitting game. Honeyland is a fun first play and own casual strategy game from Hexagon Studio. So we got a gaming coin here. I'm not really all that big on. They're not. I don't chase gaming coins. That's my portfolio is. I mean, I've got them, but it's not my concentration. I'm only in them because I saw something of value in them. $30 million market caps, 100 billion or 1 billion. Maximum supply, circulating supply is 163. So about 16% of that is out on the market right now. See if we can find an actual chart on this one. HXD. I guess we'll have to utilize your chart, won't we? Is you worth it? Are you anything worth having? It's 8-hour chart here. Daily chart. So I guess I am using your chart after all. HXD. Maybe on Radium. I just lost that chart. Where the hell are you? There you are. Okay. All right. So it's going to be harder for you guys to see this. So are you worth getting into anytime soon, HXD? Is it possible? She's already pulled back to the 618. Hard to say for sure. I'm leaning more toward us being in a megaphone pattern, which means we can also come back to the bottom of that pattern at some point. So that's automatically just a area to look at right there. I would stick with this area that goes over this horizontal support and resistance area there, about 9.2 cents as a possible place to get in. Looking for a pullback to 15.2 cents. See if that holds as a possibility to go further to the upside. And I can see it's getting to 24 cents on HXD, possible. Keep an eye on this one, see if anything opens up and how it reacts to this particular trend line. But just something to throw on your radar. It may do something. There's starting to be a narrative around it. And I don't know. 15 cents. It's at 36 million. Total liquidity is what it says right there. Or I'm sorry, 3 million. 3 million. Is that $3 million market cap? Then it could add some zeros if that's true. I don't know. Have to do a little bit more research on that little guy. Haven says Corgi AI. That one has been on Token Metrics. It's been popping up on Token Metrics a lot, and I meant to cover it several times on the stream. I just never got around to it. I am not in it, but it's been on the hot list for a while. Why is this not picking up for me? I'm not doing the right ticker symbol, that's why. Am I missing something here? Dude, you just went totally lied on me. Why did you do that? So I had a cork. Why are you not showing up? I guess I'm done. Type it. Corgi AI. I'd really like to get a trading view chart if I could. I'm not seeing it. Okay, so we're going with CoinMarketCap. Corgi AI. So crypto.com? Gosh darn it, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. And on VBS Finance. Interesting. Uniswap 2 has got it. I figured you're on some more exchanges. It's been showing up on CoinMarketCap and the gainers and losers on the top 1,000 for a while. I just never really tracked it down. Crypto.com. You actually took me to crypto.com. Great. Well, I can't get in there. I'm in the USA, dummy. I just wanted the chart, man. I just wanted the chart. Let me chart you. All right, I guess we'll go. Do it this way with USDC, I guess will work. USDT should all be about the same. That one's got the most liquidity right there. Corgi AI. Ooh. Where you at? 0.002592 cents. Oh, and if she can bounce off this 382, that would be great. I really wish I had all my other indicators and stuff on this stuff. I got to do it old school right here. She's got a good chance to bounce off there. If she does bounce off of this Fibonacci area 382 and doesn't break this trend line, she's getting ready to move. Ah, you did it the other way, man. You did it the other way. All right, I'm trying to get a target here. I'm gonna have to bend the rules here. One, two, three. I think it's got a good chance of reaching this target point 0043. From there, it will probably get a stronger pullback. And if I had to guesstimate, it's kind of predicting here. Where are you? Where are you? Price label. And so if she goes up here, I think that you might see a pullback to this area. So I see the possibility that she can get a bounce here. If she does, I think that she can come up here to this area, reach that, and then eventually pull back and bounce off this area. That's just kind of what I'm seeing. I don't know that that will play out. That's just a scenario that looks extremely likely to me from what I'm seeing. And hopefully I'll be able to track this on TradingView and use my whole toolbox on it. True Daredevil. Hey, welcome to the stream. Have you done Sora? I have not. And for some reason, I feel like this stuff just ain't working. What's up with this? Okay, just had to check. All right, let's check out Sora. XOR. No, or is it just Sora chain coin, right? That's the one I'm going with. If that's wrong, let me know in the chat. Make sure I take a look over there. Sora chain coin, 9.1 cents. Ooh, 8 million total supply. Now you're starting to talk to me. What is this junk HD? What is this? Bitcoin talk. Ooh, that's an oldie. That's where the OGs used to hang out. Yeah, I remember Bitcoin talk. So you can downward their QT wallet. Okay, so that's an old school wallet thing. What do you guys do? Added plans from 2024. Sora blockchain roadmap for AI and blockchain integration using NFTs. From HDD to SSD. I'm not quite getting that yet. It's making me think of hard drives, and I'm just not understanding that yet. We'll have to... What's up with this? Maker file for packages. This is their GitHub. I'm just checking that out over here. 4 years ago. 5 years ago. 3 years ago. There was something 2 years ago. They got Git block template BIP 23 support for hybrid proof of work, proof of stake. They got some interesting. I'm not getting a good read on this yet. The Sora project, while maintaining decentralization, is expected to actively promote its functions as a cryptocurrency in the integration of AI and blockchain from HHD to SSD V3 AI NFT, and the fact that quantum resistance is not necessary for blockchain. All right. Definitely deserves a deeper look. I'll have to deep dive into this one when I've got some more time. This one looks a little bit more complicated. We're going a little bit more old school technology here, looks like, with the QT. Now, where can I chart you at, Sora Chain? I guess we go straight to the exchange. Okay, what's this? Whatever exchange this is, Zegex. All right, well, she has done a big retracement. That looks like an 886 Fibonacci retracement to me, which should be a bottom. Well, Yatham, they don't have it marked on here. Why don't you have an 886? Oh, gotta have you. All right, I gotta throw an 886 in here somewhere. I'll go with you right here. She is below the 886. Interesting. Well, she's got to get above that. It's gotta. You don't usually see them do that very often unless they're going to go to the 272 or to the zero line, which is not zero, it's 15 cents. It could possibly be coming back down here to actually do a double bottom. All right, so either that's not it. So either we're planning on coming back down to this, that's a big gap there. Let's get this accurate. About this 18-cent area and do a double bottom scenario. Or if it can reclaim this 886 area here. What is that one? That's a big gap right there between $1.29 and 18 cents on this chart. This is a daily chart, right? All right, let's come down smaller time frame, see what we got. There's a little bit of rounding there. That's helpful. That helps a lot actually. And a support resistance flip. Okay, feeling better about that now. Feeling better about that. So that could hold. You need that to hold bad, and it looks like it might have a chance to do it. It looks like you might on this 4 hour have a triple bottom scenario trying to manifest here. Still, the whole key to this one is getting above this area right here at R29. If you get above that, flip that as support, then you feel a lot better about this being a reversal area. To me personally, it looks like it's going to accumulate here for a little while. I don't think this is very well known and has very much excitement in the air to drive it up just yet. So it's probably got some time that it can spin here for accumulation. So if you really believe in the project, it gives you a good chance to actually buy some at a cheaper price. So you got a little bit of curve going on right there. And if that can hold, it's going to look good. If this line here can't hold at, what is that, 83 cents? Yeah, we're coming down, not nice, but it's got a good chance to. Okay, so since we got that, let's look for some targets. First target that we have to get above, 236. That'd be 297. Good area to think about taking your profit or doing something with your bag, reevaluating what you're going to do with all this and stuff. Is at the 618 Fibonacci, where it will most likely get rejected for a pullback, and that's at 653. So those are the two main targets I'm looking for. But if you want the hopium target for a longer term goal, which could be exceeded, but this is a good place where it will find reversal for a major pullback for this leg. In other words, we made a high here. This could possibly be your next higher high. And that's coming in at 1268. So pretty cool. There is definitely some profit to be made in this. Looks like a very interesting project that I need to write down, take a deeper look at it. Deep dive. So this is Sora. Put this with Cubics as I dive into that one. There's one other we went over earlier too, and I've already forgot that I should be putting on this list too, I think. XOR. All right, guys, I thank you so much for joining me tonight. It is now 11:26. It went a little bit longer than I meant to. But I will be back again tomorrow night. We'll start going over the market again. I want to start paying attention to try to find some of these other little guys that just have not quite popped off yet. getting a feel for this market. We're getting a little pullback, so we'll have some good opportunities to get in some coins that you thought got away from you. As this pullback continues, what we do not want to see is for Total 3 to break this trend line. If it breaks that trend line, your altcoins will go on a serious discount. I'm just saying, a serious discount. We don't want that to happen. We want to get a bounce there. So we got to watch that very closely tonight and tomorrow. We got to watch UST dominance, because we see that going up. That means people are selling out their altcoins on the fly, going into Tether, getting ready for some bigger move. So very crucial. Pay attention to Total 2. And before I leave, I actually want to come over to look at that chart. We're hanging at 500 billion. I would love to see us keep that. We've made lots of gains here, and then we may drop back to $483 billion this week. Don't know what the market makers are going to do. The daily says that we could get a little bit of a pullback. Ichimoku Cloud says, don't sweat it, baby. I got big plans for these altcoins coming. Let them play their games early in the week. Give me a couple weeks. I'm going to take you to the moon. That's what he's saying. I'm just at that. I read his lips right there. That's what he said. So overall, I think things are looking good, but they may try to scare you out of your positions this week. Don't trust those market makers, man. They make the picture look a lot worse than what it really is a lot of times. So trade carefully. And just be glad, baby, you're in the market. Out of all your family and all your friends, you're the smart one in the bunch. They just haven't realized it yet. Good night, everybody. God bless you, and thank you for joining me. If you can, hit that like button.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button,
I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Let's see if I can do this without getting a copyright thing.
It's just down and to your left.
And you tap with your right.
Look over to the side.
Where you can join and subscribe. This crypto rival, the really drives you out. Let's hit the like button now. Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like you're so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets.